Hi, my name is Mecca here with YuBalance, and today I'm going to take you through about 5 ways to use your foam roller to help loosen up your muscles and ease some of your aches and pains. Alright, so if you have a foam roller, go ahead and get it, and we're going to start with some shoulder and back. So you're going to lay it long and go ahead and sit on the edge of it, and then you're going to lay all the way down to your head like you're laying on a little bed, and then just kind of widen out your feet enough so you can balance, and then you're going to bend your elbows and just try and float your hands back. You may only get to here. You may be able to relax your hands all the way back to the floor. Wherever you are, just make sure you're breathing the whole time. The key to stretching or foam rolling or anything is breathing, because if you're all tensed up holding your breath, it's not giving your muscles any time to relax. So try and shut your eyes, breathe. Just with every exhale, let your top of your hands float down a little further towards the ground. You should start to feel a little stretch in your chest here. You might even feel some pressure between your shoulder blades, which feels good. It's the foam roller in between your shoulder blades. Feel free to start to roll side to side a little bit, just keeping your balance with your feet. And just breathe. Again, try and breathe, try and relax. This is the time for your body to recover. Our next option is to reach up and down overhead, kind of like a snow angel, if you know what that is. Reaching up and down, getting a little massage between your shoulder blades. Sometimes I like to hold my hands up here and just roll side to side over my shoulders as well, especially if they feel a little tight. And just relax here. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Awesome. And try and do these moves for 30 seconds to a minute. That's a good time for you. That's when the muscles really start to relax. So you want to go nice and slow, putting as much pressure as you can. And again, maybe moving those arms up and down and digging your back into the foam roller. So this one's really good for that, working on your shoulders. So let's do a few more seconds here, maybe 10 more seconds. And just breathe. You can also, I always just enjoy laying here, opening up my chest, letting everything kind of fall to the ground, your hands and everything. All right, so next we're gonna slowly get up, whoop, hopefully you didn't roll over your hair, and then come all the way up, and we're gonna continue on with our backs. So you're gonna turn the foam roller the other way, and sit down in front of it. You're gonna use your feet to guide you, so just lay on it. If you want, you can hold your head like this or give yourself a hug. I prefer to hold my head because of my hair. I don't want to roll over it. But just use your feet and a little bit of core here just to roll all the way above your shoulders and then back down your back. You may feel your back popping like it's a back crack, and that's okay. It feels good. Just relax. If you try to go as slow as possible just to really get the most effective rolling here. I don't know what I'm trying to say. And then if you can, challenge yourself to drop your head down and your butt and just relax. If you're very tight in your back and everything, that is not doable. Just float your butt up and inhale, and then exhale, just slowly drop it a little bit more. And eventually over time, the more you do this, you'll be able to just drop your butt and your head and be able to have your spine in that reverse position. And then just breathe here for a second. Feel free to keep rolling it. Again, 30 seconds to a minute is best here, just to fully get everything massaged out. And just keep breathing and relaxing. Another option here is if you have lower back pain, and sometimes you have it more on one side than the other, you can drop a forearm down and just roll your lower back on one side at a time. Just dropping that forearm down and feeling it on this side of your back. Not necessarily your side, but your lower back here. And then same thing, take it on the other side. You'll start to notice which side might be a little tighter, or maybe they're the same, but this definitely lets you single it out and focus more on one side at a time. And then I like to end with a few more just rolls on your whole back. I'm about to roll off of this. And just breathe. All right, those are typically the favorite ones because they feel good, you know. It's like a little back massage. But moving on, we're gonna go to our quads, which you don't even realize can be super tight, but you will feel it a little bit here. So I like to do one leg at a time because it provides more pressure. If you're a beginner and you have never foam rolled your quads or anything before, you can start like this, doing both legs and just going nice and slow, starting at the top, maybe coming up on your hands, right above your knees. Don't roll over your knees, and get both quads at a time. If you really want to get into your quads though, let's do one at a time. So you'll shift the foam roller to the right, and you'll just have your right leg on it. And you're gonna start right below your hip flexor. Just bend your left leg and slow, 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 roll all the way to right at the top of your knee and all the way back. So you may notice this feels a little bit painful. That's because your muscles are tight and they need this release. So just roll it as slow as you can. Again, really focus on breathing and not holding your breath, because I know when something's painful, it's natural to like tense up, and you don't want to do that. You want to relax as much as you can and just breathe through it, especially on the middle of the quad. I know it hurts. And a lot of people want to just roll over it like this, but really try and go slow, 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 letting everything relax. We'll do a few more seconds on this side and just breathe. Sometimes I even like to stop in the middle and just breathe in through the nose. Big inhale, exhale, and just roll over that kind of painful spot. If it's not painful, that's great. You've got some nice and stretched out muscles. All right, y'all, let's move it on to the other side. So we're gonna do our left leg now. So just shift the foam roller over. Start on that hip flexor, bend your right knee up. Your right knee kind of helps guide you through this. So, and just again, nice and slow. I know it's hard to go slow on something. Foam rolling takes a lot of patience, which I actually don't have, but that's why we're here. We're gonna do this together, nice and slow, and breathing, relaxing, and always remind yourself, think, am I tensing up? Yes, I need to relax. So breathe all the air out of your stomach. Just let this feel, I would say let this feel good, but sometimes it doesn't necessarily feel good, but you will feel good afterwards because it's what you need. We'll do a few more seconds on this leg, and then we're gonna move on to our calves. So let's maybe get one more roll to the back, nice and slow, maybe stop in the middle for a second, ooh, and then back. All right, y'all, come on over, and we're gonna sit on your bottom and put the foam roller in front of you. And so, rolling out your calves, again, can be a little painful, so first timers, never done it before, maybe just do both at a time, starting, right above your ankle and then right below your knee. But if you're really trying to get in there and roll your calves, I like to cross one leg over my other leg and then lift up and I start at the top on that meaty part of your calf and just go back and forth. Sometimes I even sit down and then just rock my calf side to side, just massaging that muscle out, adding the pressure by lifting up your butt, because now you have some more body weight on there. And then even going down to the bottom section and doing the same thing, rolling back and forth a few times, and then side to side, getting the spots between your ankle and your big calf muscle. And just breathe. These can be terribly painful too, but it's all connected, so the looser these can be, the better for anything in the hamstring or anything in your lower back. So again, routinely rolling out your calves is key. And sometimes you don't think about that because they're not it's not your quads, your hamstrings, your back. So don't forget about them. They're still there. And we'll switch sides. Let's go and do the other side and just roll it. Maybe come up off your butt with your hands, nice and slow. And then maybe a little side to side. It's a good way to get that big calf muscle, because you actually can go, outside a few rolls, inside a few rolls, and then turn your foot in a few rolls. There's so many parts of your calf that you can hit. So spend some time on those and on the bottom, and just roll it side to side. There we go, and a little back and forth, maybe the whole calf. Awesome. Let's do a few more seconds on this side, and then we are going to move on to our glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. All right, shake it out. Now we're gonna sit on the foam roller. So we're gonna you're gonna look for a side on your glutes. You'll find it if you kind of tilt to the side. I like to put my foot on the top of my opposite knee and then tilt towards that knee that's bent and just start to roll, maybe front and back, maybe a little side to side like this. You'll find, once you find the spot, you'll know. You're like, ooh, like you'll feel it. And that's what the part that needs to be rolled out. If you don't feel it, that's good. You're pretty stretched out, but you will find some spots that feel pretty tight in your glutes, especially if you sit a lot or been doing a lot of squats or band work. So just roll it, loosen that up right here, and then we'll spend a few more seconds. Again, maybe a little side to side here. And sometimes if I find that spot that feels a little painful, I'll try and just sit on it and take a big breath in and relax it out and really try and just let it kind of relax. Although I know it's hard to relax if it's painful, but it's a challenge. All right, y'all, let's switch it over. Get that other side, maybe cross your leg over and just roll it front and back. And if crossing your leg over is too much, feel free just to let your leg lie on the ground like this and just find that spot. Maybe you can still rock it back and forth. I know it's kind of hard to see, and just roll forward and backwards, getting the side of your glute. This bringing your foot up just makes it a deeper massage. So, and just breathe. And we'll do a few more seconds here, and then we will be done with some of the major places to foam roll. All right, good job, y'all. It's also good to follow foam rolling with some static stretches too. So go ahead and stand up. Hopefully you feel a little looser. If you enjoyed that and want to check out more workouts or foam rolling or stretches or anything, check out YuBalance.com or find us on Instagram and YouTube. Thank you.